Alright guys, and we are finally going to start our chess match. Apologies for running late. Um, it's just that our opponent was running late. Alright, so let me go ahead and get the game pulled up here. We should be starting soon. Our opponent is just now making it, and looks like they have just started the game then. So we have NWACC Tech Awe in white against Zach from Hutch College. Apologies for the strange layout today. Streaming from a new location since we are streaming several matches on several different channels. Okay, so we have White opening with both of his knights, taking control of the center. Black opting for a little pawn chain on the right side of the king's side. As they're playing, I'm just going to make sure that my channel is up and running. Everything looks good. I think it does. All right, and this is round one of the qualifiers for chess. So if Tech Awe wins this round, actually, he's going to go to round two where our other NWAC player is already waiting, actually. Um, just to quickly show you the standings here. There's Tech Awe. Whoops. There's Tech Awe against Zach from Hutchinson Community College. But round two is going to be between him and Stan Lizard. Let's go back to the game. Zach pulling his knight off to the side there. Generally not a good place to have a knight. Um, the knight on the side just doesn't take very much control of the center. Just doesn't have very many options off to the side. But White looking very strong. Just most of his pieces developed. Good control of the center. Of course, Zach from Hutchinson College, a little bit higher rated. A little bit higher rated. Apologies as I check my stream here. Still plenty of time. Both players still with about 10 minutes left. Okay, just checking my stream. It looks like it's working. I was told that the sound wasn't working, but it looks like it is. Okay, and now it's on White. Really good development so far, right? The only piece that hasn't developed is Bishop, but I'm sure that's coming. Now developing there with the Knight. Just putting a little pressure on Black. Right, there's not much that Knight can do right now, but it's a good position. It's really well defended by that pawn. I'm expecting that Black will probably move a pawn up to try to kick the Knight out of the way, but we'll see. And black instead chooses to move his queen up, just uh, taking that nice diagonal along the left side. And a good little defensive move by white there, just putting that pawn off, obviously not wanting to let black have the b4 square. And a blunder by black moves the knight there, an easy, quick take from white. Right, Tekka didn't even hesitate to take that. He saw the piece and he took it. A really good sacrifice there from white there, moving the knight there, and black not taking the time to think, just instantly takes it. He takes it, but in doing so, he sacrifices his rook. A really good play by Tekka. Um, Not something you would expect from somebody at the 300 level, but you can see that Tekka has been improving massively over the last couple of weeks. He's been playing just better and better each time that I see him. Just much stronger game. Now knight developing his bishop. Some really good pieces, some really good points captured there by white. Still has to finish the job, but overall in a good position. A quick update on our Fortnite team. We're having some technical issues in the esports lab. Um, the Fortnite players did not get there early enough to make sure that all of the computers were updated with Fortnite. So right now, one of our teams is having to play a man down, and that's unfortunate. But hopefully, the other computer can update quickly so that they can, bring in their second player. Black moving his pawn up to put a little pressure on the queen. And the queen almost getting stuck there. Has some escape options, but almost getting trapped by moving to that little location there. Very interesting. Instead of moving his queen out of the way originally, white chooses to attack the queen, forcing the queen to take the bishop. Loses a bishop in doing that, but gets his queen out of the way. So I'm not sure if that was worth that bishop sacrifice, but it was an option for sure. Now white's queen safe, but has to try to bring his other pieces into the game. Maybe, the bishop. Maybe try to get a good castle going on, depending on, where he wants to castle. Right now, all of black pieces attacking the right side. And white goes in for a trade. So trading off the knight, his bishop for the knight, simplifying the position, generally a good thing since he's up in pieces. Right now, white's still up by 4 points, and now bringing his knight in to help. It's going to have to watch the right side, though. Here, the right side is very weak for white. You can see queen staring down, bishop staring down on the right side. And black continuing to pressure right side. The pawn move up there, I'm not sure that it does much. It's sort of just given away, I think. And instead of capturing, white decides to castle. Both players with plenty of time on the clock just have to make sure that they don't blunder any pieces. And this is again round one of the playoffs for D3. Whoever wins this game, it's best of one. So whoever wins this game goes on to the next game at 7:30 against against NWACC Sand Lizard. So far, it's looking it's going to be NWACC versus NWACC, unless Tech just makes some bad moves here, but still looking pretty good. Up 3 points. And now finally taking that pawn. I was wondering if that was ever going to happen, but a good move there. Taking the pawn at the same time pressuring the queen. I think the queen will probably take the undefended pawn there. Okay. Now the move is back on white. White looking good, just needs to maybe move a little bit faster here. Try to make something happen. He's got plenty of pieces to work with. Just try. I think he just has to try to make sure he doesn't blunder anything. The only thing black has going for him is the queen and the white pawn, the white bishop. Now making some quick moves here, and just gonna go back there just really quickly to see the blunder from black. Black takes the pawn, but it's not undefended, just losing his queen. Then moves his pawn to try to attack the queen. Looks like you have a fork on the queen and the king, but there's actually nothing there because white can just take. And now black just falling apart, just giving all his pieces away here. Not sure what's happening with white, not sure what's happening with black, but at this point, he just kind of fell apart. This is going to be it for white unless he makes some major mistakes here. I'm not sure what's going on, but great job by Tekka. Not sure what the hesitation is here. He obviously, I think he knows what he needs to do. This next move should be easy. But really crazy that what just happened. All of that happened within seconds. If you saw, um, white, black took a pawn, or white took a pawn, and then Black gives his queen away, and I think after that he probably just gave up. It looks like he just went for a Hail Mary here, hoping that White wouldn't notice, and just gives all of his pieces up. Now it's just a matter of White finishing the game. And he resigns, and that's it. Teka wins the first round of qualifiers. This is our first ever win in the first round of qualifiers in chess right here. And then so now the next player is going to go up against Sand Lizard at 7:30. We'll be back for that. I'm gonna check up on the Fortnite team, see where they're at, and